Have we found the most adventurous staircase in France? Let's find out. We got up early, suited and booted, and was out the van by 8 o'clock ready for a morning hike, and it didn't disappoint. We had a bit of a climb and we were looking for a path climbing up above the waterfall. The views over were quite steep, but they were epic. We then looked in the distance and saw that staircase and thought that must be what we are aiming for. The overhanging rocks were cut to allow us to walk through, and it was simply gorgeous. The views did not disappoint at any turn, and there was just so much to look at. That's a waterfall that I stood at the base at yesterday, and you can see the path winding around until eventually we met the midsection of it, which was totally awesome. You can see the water over the top dripping down to this subsection. So literally stood halfway up the waterfall that we explored yesterday, which is the drop behind me. And just around here we've got big caves, big overhang, and the trickle of water heading down. This is immense. We then started to head away from the waterfall. It was a little bit climby to get out. Then we were back on the path again with that rock overhang and the most dramatic views in the distance. I couldn't stop looking at them. We then came across the staircase, bosun looking a bit dubious, had to be carried down, and it honestly made my knees go weak. I think it was looking through the grid at the floor, but wow, I think the most epic staircase I've ever climbed on. And the stick carrier, very important. We then made it down to the bottom, enjoyed the many rivers and gorges running from the waterfall down, got back to the van, washed our boots off, had a nice hot cup of hot water and lemon, and then we hit the road because we wanted to get to Switzerland. We left all these French villages and beautiful scenery behind us. It started to open up. The terrain then changed, looked a lot more Swiss. There were lakes and the most amazing tunnels that we drove through as well, in sets of 2, 4 metre height limit, and we're at 3.2 metres, so it was a little bit snug, but we made it under it. The scenery then opened up, the roads were wonderful, and it didn't take long for the mountains to come along, and I didn't know which window to look out of. There were views in every direction. This was the lead into the campsite. This is our park up view, absolutely gorgeous. Noisy cows. Then we took a walk in the meadow, and that's the Eiger North Face behind us. So in summary today, there's our drive over into Switzerland and along down into Interlaken. I can't wait to bring you tomorrow.